Hello, everybody, and welcome to. Well, we don't have a title yet, but this is just at least this first episode. We don't have a set. Here's what we're going to be talking about. It's just really Jesse and I just chit chatting, and depending, maybe
Noise.
Richard could join in. I don't know. But hi Jesse, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing all right. We're just working on some stuff. So, what do you want to talk about here, Jesse?
Well, I think we should open up because this is one of the cornerstones of the channel. We should tell everybody what games we're playing at the moment and how we're feeling about them.
Okay, you start.
Okay. Currently, at the moment, I am playing 2 games. I am playing. Well, I have a giant backlog, and so sometimes I'll play sprinkles of games. So I'm still working my way through Spider-Man on PS4, but my 2 big games right now that I am playing are Stardew Valley and Yoshi's Crafted World.
Nice. I mean, Stardew's been like one of your mainstays for a while. So
Stardew has definitely been a mainstay because I have a few new people that I've been doing co-op farms with, and they also updated it. So co-op is like a lot better in that game. For example, you don't share money with each other anymore, which makes gameplay like a lot more easy.
okay,
Because if you each have your own, instead of starting with the standard 5,000 gold and you both share it together, it's like now one person could technically use their money to invest in animals, and you could use your money to invest in crops, and therefore you both could start making money in different ways and not have to be like, oh, I want to buy the backpack, so I'm going to use the money for both of us that we earned.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but and then Crafted World is good in short bursts. It's a fun game, but trying to 100% that game adds I don't even know. It adds it. You end up playing every game stage like 3 or 4 times to do pointless stuff. But I
Well, I
like
mean,
it.
it's a Yoshi game. Like Yoshi games, 100% of Yoshi games pretty much has universally sucked, hasn't it?
Well,
I
it
mean,
sucked up until Woolly World, where Woolly World you didn't have to do it all in one run. So that's why Woolly World would be like, oh, I'm going to play through the level a second time and focus only on health, and I'm going to speed through it. Whereas in Crafted World, it's like, yeah, you can do it all in one run or multiple runs, so they carry that over. But now it's like, oh, there's a robot in the overworld who will say, hey, I want you to hit 5 cows in this level. So you go back into the level and track down 5 cows, and then you hit them, and then you go back to the overworld, and then he'll be like, hey, you know this one building? I want you to hit this one building. And so
see, really, I have like technically 3 games that I've been playing, a fair amount of, plus Persona 5, so that makes it 4. But yeah, I've been playing Holy Potatoes, a weapon shop. It's actually really fun.
I need a full explanation of this before we move forward.
You play as a potato whose like grandpa dies, and he inherits his weapon shop, and so you basically own a smithing place, like a weapon store, and
Yeah.
you could send your people out to go get like materials or go and like explore, or and then you go and sell like these items to people and like level up, and it's
Yeah,
actually
what system is this on?
it's on Switch. it's fun. It's like actually really fun. There's also like a sequel slash spinoff slash I don't know. It's Holy Potatoes. We're in space. I haven't played that one yet, but I am looking at it right now. And then the other game on Switch or games because I beat SteamWorld Dig again, and so I've been I had been playing that for a little bit, and now I just started playing SteamWorld Dig 2, and it's really pretty good too.
Nice. I've not picked up SteamWorld Dig 2 yet though. I might pick up Katamari Damacy Reroll because it's on sale right now. It's on sale for 20. SteamWorld Quest is on I have my eye on that one.
Shout out to Mykonos fan and his please buy it on it. He kind of convinced me to give it a shot at some point, so it's on my list of games that I want to buy.
Yeah. Right now I'm just looking at the sales section on Switch. I mean, you can't go wrong with Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. You know how I feel about beat 'em ups.
Well, actually, isn't that just a Smash Brothers light?
No, you are thinking of Punch Time Explosion.
Oh, okay.
Shatter. No, wait, what is it called? I already forgot the name of. Dang it! Go down, go down. Battle Crashers is a side-scrolling beat 'em up where you play as characters from Gumball, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Regular Show, Uncle Grandpa,
Clarence.
and Clarence, and it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
I'm looking at it, and it really. I'm not really convinced.
I have begun to watch Regular Show. I'm on season 2 right now.
Uh,
Right now, I have to say one of my favorite episodes that I've seen is the one where they have like the Benson's record book and whatever you write in it, like
oh,
after,
is that the one where it makes where Benson basic like they're like give us a raise, and he's like okay.
um no, what happens is that they like open the book and it's like because neither of them got an appreciation award.
Oh,
So so they open the park record and it's like they get an appreciation award and then Rigby writes and then a giant snow monster came out and it attacked everybody and it could also breathe fire.
I
Like
okay. I vaguely remember that. Like it's
that one.
been a bit.
Yeah, I'm digging it. It's so easy to binge watch the show because it's so like every episode is incredibly self-contained, but a good you know what? Let's discuss this. What makes a show bingeable and what doesn't?
Um, Seinfeld is not bingeable because it's very repetitive.
I
Um,
agree. That's a good point.
uh,
Repetition
uh,
definitely makes.
Big Bang Theory is not binge worthy because again, it's repetitive and every episode's basically the same.
But how is The Office bingeable when none of those characters change?
Because that actually like each episode's slightly different. Like it's not just oh look at Sheldon, he's so funny, bazinga. It's like hey, here's an episode where there's a fire drill and they throw a cat up in the ceiling and like have CPR. Oh, here's an episode where they have a casino night and here's one where they have like a yard sale and they play Dallas, like
Dang it,
like
man. You got a point. So really, a good show to binge watch is a show that's always changing then.
sort of. And also and like and it's memorable. Like you can remember distinct episodes. Like me, like I watched like again when I binged Big Bang Theory. I can't tell you a single like, hey, this was a really great episode. It's just, oh, I hate Penny, Bazinga. Oh no, Leonard's all and then other people show up. Oh, they're at a comic shop. But
When you
an episode of say Community, I can like distinctively go, paintball episode's really good, or the one where it's Law and Order and they're trying to find out who destroyed their beat, or like the episode where Abed has a mental breakdown and sees Christmas as a claymation special.
I have not watched that episode yet.
No, I mean it's kind of fun seeing like claymation. It's like Rudolph, but with
My personal favorite that I've watched, like, of course, the paintball one and the floor is lava. Digital estate planning will always be my absolute favorite episode.
That was really good.
That's an episode that was made by nerds for nerds.
Well, I mean, basically the entirety of Community is just a giant nerd show. I mean, because
I will say one of my personal favorites, it's probably in my top 10, has to be the one where Pierce calls everyone to the hospital and messes with them.
and basically gives everybody psychological trauma.
Yes, one of my favorite things is where he rolls up in that station wagon and he's like, "Hello, Jeffrey, this is your father." Tries driving away, and Jeff just rips the door open and starts wailing on him.
It,
In that moment, I
But yeah.
became Jeffrey's father.
like, I do. I mean, Community is a binge-worthy show. You know, like, another like the show I've been binging is X-Files again. Because like I really like the X-Files. It's basically your standard kind of crime drama, but with supernatural elements to it, and or supernatural, extraterrestrial, like folkloric, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Would you say that Psych is bingeable?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Monk also?
Yeah, like I mean, like with like kind of crime drama shows, I'd say that those are pretty bingeable, just because you know each case is different and like, but I don't know.
The reason that popped into my mind is because Psych is getting a second movie, apparently.
Sigh.
I don't even know about the first movie. I don't even know how fans reacted to it. It kind of just came and went.
Psych is, in my opinion at least, Psych was good the first season or two, but over time it kind of, yeah, like the first couple seasons. Yeah, it was once. I can't think of his name right now, but once like the guy who played Sean, James Roday and Dulé Hill, once they kind of jumped in, that's where things kind of took a drop. Hi, Richard.
Hey, I was trying to be quiet for a while, but
Hello, Rick.
I accidentally I muted you and didn't notice that you jumped in chat, but we're talking about stuff.
okay.
Yeah, we're recording kind of a podcast-esque thing.
Yeah, we were talking about what games we played, and then like I was talking about some shows I've binged.
Ooh, I know a show that is very easy to binge. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Still haven't seen it.
I will say right now that if you love Community, then you will love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, it, like, that's, how do I word it? Like, Brooklyn Nine-Nine just, much like...
It's good.
It's like if The Office and Community like morphed into one.
Made a baby.
Yes, because the scenarios that they deal with can get very outlandish, but the characters have kind of their staple personalities that are like always growing with the changing environment. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine is great. I will say it takes the first season to get fully into it, but then again, no one's really going back to that many first season episodes of The Office. Like
Yeah,
that show drags for a little bit.
I may get to Brooklyn Nine-Nine in 6 seasons. As in, I have 6 more seasons of X-Files to get through before I even. But I mean, knowing me, it depends on how long I'll be. Like, I might fluctuate a little bit and lose interest.
Yeah. For me right now, it's regular show. I picked up Blackish, and it's a good show. But Blackish is not very bingeable. Blackish is kind of like a watch 2-3 episodes per couple days and then go back to it. Like it's like Seinfeld, because you are so right. You cannot binge Seinfeld whether you want to or not. Like,
yeah, it is a difficult one to really kind of binge.
I will tell you right now that the episode's most worth watching is the one where Jerry like is so determined to get the Frogger machine, or no, George is so determined to get the Frogger machine because it has his high score on it. It's like the one achievement that he has in life. And during the same time, Jerry is going out with this girl and like staying the night at her house because there's a serial killer that is like killing people that look just like Jerry on the loose. And so the best line in it is that Jerry walks up to Kramer and he's like, "Oh, did you hear that the Lopper got another one in the park last night?" And he's like, "So what? A lot of people in New York look like me." And he's like, "Not as many as there used to be." That's a good one. And then there's one where Jerry and Kramer like get roped in by this like biker guy to like film movies while they sit in the movie theater, or he'll beat them up and film bootlegs. It's a good show. Like, it's a staple of American sitcom comedy, and as long as it's not Friends, then I'll give it a chance.
I've never watched an episode of Friends. Also, Richard, what's going on in the background? Do you have TV going, or?
No, one of my roommates is playing Burn Notice.
Oh, okay.
If that's too
Friends
inconvenient,
is a bunch
I'll
of people
drop out.
sleeping around with each other. The show.
Wait, what show is this?
Friends. It really should have been called Friends with Benefits. That's how many of the characters just sleep with each other.
It makes sense. Awesome.
Really?
My little sketch.
I'm surprised nobody got gonorrhea by the end of the show.
Then, Jesse, you should watch How I Met Your Mother.
I did watch How I Met Your Mother.
No, don't bring that up, Richard. You know how that show makes me feel.
So why would he do all of that just so he could get with Robin? I don't get it.
I've never actually watched How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother is a wonderful show until the last episode rips your heart out in the most violent fashion, Mortal Kombat 11 style.
I haven't played Mortal Kombat 11 yet.
Oh, did you see how many microtransactions are in that game?
I heard about it, yeah.
Which games are you talking about?
Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, I saw that if you didn't have patience and you wanted to buy everything, it cost you like $6,500.
Oh my gosh.
I did hear that it's not entirely accurate because some of them you can't like buy, but still it's a huge amount.
It's just a little tidbit I read. I wasn't looking too much into it.
Well, there's this one chest that has a 500 on it and a heart. That means you have to perform 500 fatalities. 500.
It's really
Yeah,
easy. As long as you're going against a newbie computer and you just fatality each time, and you do like
Fatality.
10 a day.
How monotonous is that, though?
Jesse, big objectives, you break down to small objectives per day, and it's doable.
Exactly, Jesse. What the piss?
Shut up, Maurice.
You got put in your place by Richard's roommate, Jesse.
And they were roommates.
I don't like that connotation, mister.
I like.
No,
I like,
it's a vine. It's a vine.
I like
Vines
that
are dead.
Actually,
Vines aren't dead. They live on as 3-hour YouTube compilations that get 3 million views.
maybe
You're an
that's
old man in that respect.
maybe that's
Join
what
him in
we
the
should
grave,
make
Jesse.
this YouTube
Join him in the
channel.
grave.
We should just do vines. We'd be like, hey guys, we're bringing Vine back.
Or like we'll just be like, hey, and then we'll just start quoting a Vines like all the time.
Hey, if you guys really love the Nostalgia Nights, follow our TikTok account.
Ew, no, I do not want the TikTok.
None of that nastiness.
Not nasty. This is just females in bikini.
But memes.
Yes, memes,
We
but
should like
no.
watch the females in bikini.
Your memes are dead, Jesse. Stop it.
Your memes are dead to me.
So
what video games have you been playing, Richard?
Lego City Undercover, and Portal.
Oh, okay.
noise.
Portal 1.
Yeah, I kind of dabbed a little bit here and there with Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, but I just got really busy and didn't want to spend too much time on that one because that would suck me in.
It already sucked you in once. You don't need to get sucked in a second time.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
I'm on my way to get the weapons. So I ditched the first map, went to the Great Sea map, and I'm about, 20% complete with that.
June 28 cannot come soon enough.
What's
What's
June
June
28th?
28, mister?
Super Mario Maker 2.
You can just go die in a hole.
No. I'm gonna take that game with me into the hole. And we're gonna spend a lot of time together.
That's why I said you can go die in a hole because people did not appreciate my stuff and they love the trollish levels, which I don't comprehend. So that game can just die in a hole before it even begins.
Yeah. For me, I love it. It's an endless Mario game.
Yeah, until they shut down the servers and you go wah wah wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
So let me see what else. Oh, Scott, did you see the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order trailer?
I did, but I don't have a ton of hope for that, but I guess time will tell.
So that game is not your only hope?
No.
No. But
No. There you go.
what else happened in nerdy news? We can't talk about Endgame because I'm the only person here who saw it.
Yeah, I'll end you,
Whoa.
traitor.
That got dark.
It's not my fault that I had to go on opening day.
Yeah, it is. You can just say no.
Yeah, Jesse,
No.
just say no.
The ticket was purchased for me in advance, so and they're like, "Hey, we got one for you." So I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, at least you're doing better with Connor and Kyle, so
Sort of.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yep, me and them are doing great.
Sort of.
As you say now.
Um,
Sort of.
Anyway,
Sort of.
um, Aladdin looks great.
Is that sarcasm? Because I have
No,
zero
he's genuine.
confidence.
He's genuine on this.
Oh no!
It looks like a mix of the Broadway version and the cartoon.
All I need to say is Naomi Scott. That's it. With Will Smith.
All I need to say is barf.
You can say that. It's okay.
Hey, Richard. Is this just like how you watch that one cop show because the Pink Ranger was in it?
Yeah, and it was a really good show.
You take that back. Flashpoint is really good.
Mhm.
Even though I've only seen a couple episodes of it, I haven't. That's a show that I've been needing to
I've seen a
binge to.
couple episodes too. It's a good
Hey.
show. I watched it with you guys.
And Jesse, what you
Yeah.
mean? I'm seeing Will Smith as Blue Genie.
Oh,
I'm
no,
seeing
I'm-
Will Smith as a terrible CGI monstrosity that reminded me of Dwayne The Rock Johnson from Scorpion King.
It
So
was
Richard,
ahead of its
that-
time, okay? As they go in the past to kill a king.
But Richard, when they show the bits in the trailer where Will Smith is human and dressed up as a genie, that looks like the outfit for the Broadway genie.
Because it's inspired by Disney, so of course it would.
Part of my disdain for Aladdin is when I saw the first teaser trailer, it reeked of like fan film, and honestly, the characters didn't even look like the characters that they were portraying.
Well, we can all just agree that the Beauty and the Beast one was awful.
Nope. I enjoyed it.
That's because the Beauty and the Beast is a perfect film. Its animation is one of the best in all of media.
And the soundtrack is timeless.
Done by Celine Dion and Josh Groban for the live action.
talking about two different movies.
But now, my realm has opened up because this live action movie has regenerated it, and the Broadway version of Beauty and the Beast is now getting a revival.
Okay.
It's not
Name your
the
Broadway.
animated. It's not the animated film, so I'm not interested.
Okay, Scott, I know you're not one for musicals, but what is your favorite song from Beauty and the Beast?
I don't have one because honestly, I watch it the anime music.
You gotta pick a song.
My heart will go on.
I'm just gonna say that Gaston is your favorite song.
No, actually, my favorite song from Beauty and the Beast is from the live action one, Evermore, because that
Evermore.
song is good.
Mm.
It should have been in the original animated film.
Well, it might be in the Broadway version now. But let me see. Dumbo came in with
reference Celine Dion song.
Didn't it? Isn't My Heart Will Go On? Isn't that the one from Titanic?
yes.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen James Cameron's Titanic,
I have.
and it sounds like you have traumatic memories of it.
Oh
I
no,
agree.
not well. I mean, it's a sad movie. It's very
It
sad.
took Leonardo DiCaprio forever to get an Oscar, and he only got it from Revenant.
Yeah, you know what took
Out of all
Leo
the other stuff
DiCaprio
he's
to get an Oscar? Eating bison liver and jumping in a frozen lake.
Take a shower.
And you know who deserves an Oscar who still hasn't got one? Denzel Washington.
You only gonna get
So-
me to get some food, man.
Jesse got muted and Devin.
I still hear Jesse.
Yeah,
You
I'm
still
here.
eat.
I
I don't know, I
muted for
just-
like a brief second.
Yeah,
Right,
it showed him muted and deafened for like a quick second. Stop touching the buttons.
But so what would you guys say is the best animated movie that you have seen that is not made by Disney?
Are we saying animated as in by Americans?
Yes.
First two that come to mind are Anastasia and Prince of Egypt. But
Oh man, Anastasia and Prince of Egypt. But this was not the gateway I was looking for. I was looking for an excuse to talk about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse because that movie is fantastic.
That movie is computer generated.
And you know how Disney acquired Marvel? That's part of that thing, in my opinion. So that's still Disney, Jesse.
Technically, Into the Spider-Verse is actually a Sony movie, and it's unassociated with the Disney brand.
Same thing with Venom.
Oh, Venom! I love Venom!
But right now, we gotta talk about Into the Spider-Verse. First of all,
No, we don't.
Peter B. Parker.
Dude, you're like 4 months, 5 months late to the party there, boy.
I took care of the problem.
Oh, whoa, you muted him?
Yep.
Hey, man, that's not very polite. Here,
He wants to gab on
unmute
about
him.
it.
There we go.
Okay, first of all, Peter B. Parker is like the biggest mood ever. Like,
let's talk about just Spider-Man in general instead.
Yeah, let's do that.
I have here in my hands The Amazing Spider-Man Learning to Crawl, written by Dan Slott and drawn by Ramon Perez and colorist Ian Herring. It's pretty good so far.
No, Richard is leaving soon, so I figure.
But does it have Peter Parker crying in the shower with a piece of pizza in your
Jesse, all we're going to say about it is that it's been the first non-Disney or Pixar film to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature since 2011's Rango. That's all we're going to say about it. Done.
Wait, Rango won an Oscar?
Yeah, because Johnny Depp's involved.
It's Academy Award, it's not an Oscar.
Whoa. He is so cool. Sorry, I'm looking through the comic.
Good for you.
And then I just wanted to explain that I finally got to watch it because you guys know how super sick I was while it was in theaters.
No, I don't.
Yes.
I don't recall at all. I just know you didn't come to the going away welcome back party.
No, that was just because I was exhausted after 5 days of just nonstop hanging out and working.
Yeah, Mr. Extrovert becoming introverted by energy stakes.
Yeah, it's not fun to lose energy.
That's why you gotta call upon the people of the earth and create a spirit bond to give yourself energy.
Share your energy with me.
So Richard shared something with us in a group chat that Sonic Team Racing, like that animated short.
Oh, the Overdrive.
You were the one who shared the short.
And I will say that,
yeah, Mr. Glabbermouth.
I seriously need to buy more of these stickers. These things are amazing.
Seriously though, Sonic themselves put a comic up on their official Twitter page. It's all of them racing, and they're like, "Get him to move! Get him off of the road!" And you see Big the cat staying in the middle of the road, and they go, "He can't hear us. He's wearing headphones."
Okay.
Jesse,
Quick
you're
aside, since we're talking about Sonic Racing, the Sonic Team Racing book or comic like tie-in book is one of the worst Sonic comic books I have ever read. The only one that is worse is an issue of Sonic X, where basically Sonic runs around and is like, "Hey, I'm bored. Hey, you want to hang out, Tails? Oh, sorry, Sonic, I'm busy. Oh, okay. Hey, Knuckles, you want to hang out? Oh, sorry, Sonic, I'm busy. Hey, Cream, you want to hang out? I'm sorry, Sonic, I'm busy." That's the
Hey,
comic.
it's Cream.
So it sounds like he's just running around at the speed of sound because no one's
Yeah,
giving him time of day.
it's one of the worst Sonic comics I've ever read because it's just him trying to find something to do and nobody wants to do anything for him.
What about the work of Ken Penders?
No, I mean it's a long story involving the Sonic continuity and Sonic comic books and Knuckles the echidna.
Okay.
But like to go back to what I originally said, the Sonic Team Racing, there's a line of dialogue where Tails says, "Hey Knuckles, you should be able to do this because you're a power type character, and Sonic, you're a speed type character." Like they talked about the game mechanics in the book itself. Like it's bizarre.
That's
If
very
you want
strange.
gaming comics done right, then read the comic that I got Richard for his graduation, which is the Super Mario comic.
Hey, there. Also, Sonic, the IDW book is pretty gosh darn good.
Yeah, how did the fans receive that new character?
The intelligence property?
Wait, what new character?
That one, I thought it was like a lynx or something.
Are you talking about Whisper, Tangle, like this beetle character that's gonna be in an issue?
I thought there was like a cat thing. But yeah, I need to pick up the Mario comic again because that was a good read.
Jesse, why you do this to yourself?
Hey Richard, don't you love the bit where there's a big
Hey,
boo
Jesse.
and they help him get over his fear of people?
Oh, I love that a lot because it reminds me how much you hate them and how much you would just despise going through it.
Or the fact that Mario unintentionally bullied Wario when they were kids.
That's depressing. I don't think Hey Richard, you still have my you have a couple of my graphic novels. I think I'll let you borrow at one point.
Yeah, I do.
let's
I still
see, I
have
think-
the Batman Predator and the Dick Grayson.
Okay.
Well, now
Oh,
I need the Batman.
So I
Predator.
can't let you borrow Batman Predator, Jesse, because Richard has it.
Dang it!
Can you tell I like my new setup?
You do.
Yeah.
You do very much.
I love talking in a microphone like this. That's my joke.
So Scott, your profile picture is Bottles the Mole. Is this before or after he was resurrected?
Let's see.
How did he ever die?
I gotta see what the background is. I don't even. I think that's Bottles from. I think that's Tui. I think that's Tui Bottles. So I think I was.
So this is post resurrection.
How did he ever die?
Yeah, he did. He got.
Hey! Don't spoil it for him. I have part of Banjo Tooie already recorded.
Oh man, I can't wait till we get to the part with the ice cube.
I haven't done that one yet.
Hey man, can you help me down? Just kick him.
Here, since I kind of brought it up, why don't I, like, halfway through or where, however far into this, let's quick do a update on where the channel is.
We're
So
gonna do Team Sonic Racing in May.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean that's probably in the works. But I was talking about currently where we're at. I am most of our stuff is uploaded, or all the stuff that we have like done is uploaded. I just have to make thumbnails and come up with titles, and then come up with a schedule. But yeah, we have Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is 100% done, so I just have to get that all squared away, and I was in the process of doing that before jumping on Discord. We have Super Mario 64 finished.
Huzzah!
Yeah, like again, all it needs is titles and thumbnails now. We have a couple Streets of Rage and Mega Man stuff prepped and ready to go. And then a bunch of just multiplayer shenanigan games like Ultimate Chicken Horse and stuff. So
Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to play that one again. I forgot about that game.
I never even knew about it.
Richard's probably confused as to what that even means.
I don't even want to know
Richard-
personally.
Yes, Richard,
Uh,
you will enjoy that.
It's basically like Mario Maker, except for in a competitive. It's like a competitive Mario Maker where the goal is to get like you basically get set in kind of like a level, and then you have to get from point A to like point B, and did Richard leave?
Yep. His home planet needed him.
No, I think he just didn't want to hear what I was talking about. This booger.
We also have Worms.
Yeah, we have a little bit of Worms.
You mean the best Worms where they imitate Kermit for like a half hour?
You had to.
I don't know what's better, that Kermit or the one that I have in Cave Story where I do the Die Hard line.
Can you
I
tell
don't
Brady
know.
to make healthy eating choices?
Oh, we also have Guacamelee, some of Guacamelee, and some Cave Story. A Crazy Taxi. That one was super easy to edit because basically I didn't have to do anything.
That's right, the Crazy Taxi where I just kept quoting Philly out parents.
Why?
Surprise.
Why?
I wonder why that shit did. No, bro. This
Well,
2 days ago.
Because.
That was yes.
Um,
We're going along with it, Scott. It's very rhetorical.
Me and Scott just together leads to some very interesting shenanigans. Namely, I'm pretty sure that Cave Story broke me.
Why?
No,
Was it
the game that broke us, and I don't think I am ever going to want to complete, is Overcooked.
Oh my gosh. Please tell me you're gonna upload that.
We have 5 parts, and that's how many there are going to be from this day forward.
Wait, can we at least attempt the sequel? I heard the sequel's better.
Nah, if I have a say.
Maybe we'll see.
I mean, dang it. Wait, is it like the last part Overcooked? Just us all, like, not even joking. We're like trying our absolute best, and the game still screws us over.
Pretty much.
That's because you guys ain't chefs.
I am definitely no chef.
What do you mean I'm a chef? I'm Sanji.
No, you're
You
not.
got a bigger
You don't want to be chef.
I know.
Oh,
Dude, these stickers are so cool. I'm sorry, I've said that twice now. But...
Oh, holy crap! You reminded me. There's a Hat in Time. There's new Hat in Time merch on the Yeti.
Are you
Okay,
going to
I gotta go.
purchase it?
I will go take a shower and get ready for bed.
There you go.
Yeah, and admittedly, I think I'm gonna also be calling it quits here too, just because this is getting a bit late, and I have work in the morning.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Drink off the water. No, you can fill it up.
5 o'clock
What?
wake ups are not great.
But I guess we'll call that a night on this podcast. We'll have to come up with a name. I think we had a couple in the works, but
It's very
I don't know.
hodgepodge, so good luck with that.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Anyway,
Anything goes.
good night.
Good night. Guten
body
Tag.
have a good night.
Bye.
Shit like this make me fat.
Hey, Jesse, do you want to say good night too? Let's say a couple things to our audience before you go. I don't know. I'm talking like this.
Yes. Thank you very much for joining us on this inaugural episode. We definitely will have, this is a work in progress. We got structure and stuff. Like right now we're just hanging out, but we have some ideas for like comics and video games and movies. We so many ideas, but thank you very much for joining us, and I hope everyone listening has a super wonderful night. And we'll
And
see
make
you
sure
again.
you subscribe and like our videos because,
And what
well,
the heck? We
yeah.
even have a Discord.
Yeah, join our Discord, subscribe. If you think that this is good, hit like, I guess.
I upload a new reaction video every time we get a new follower on Discord.
Well, actually, Benji is maybe, like, I think his gimmick is when new people join, he might make memes, like specific towards them. So, I mean, that's kind of a fun idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is just the first of hopefully many of these types of things, like long form content of us just shooting the crap,
Yes.
and probably talking more about, like, this might end up being more of our comic book movie, like maybe even X-Files, because, well, I've been really into that lately. So yeah, just kind of miscellaneous stuff, maybe
Yeah,
less
yeah.
gaming.
Yeah,
But oh.
Yeah. Well, like my idea is that we can talk about comics, and we'll talk about comics, like in terms of comic books and comic book movies and animated movies. And every once in a while we'll talk about a video game based on a comic book, just every once in a while. Because I
Yeah.
do believe that, like, Spider-Man PS4 should be discussed at some point, and then of course like the Arkham games as well.
Maybe even some of our life stories or something, or just stuff that's going on in our lives.
That and
We could talk about
Yeah.
news.
now I got a topic for a future episode. Superhero video games that we want to see. Mwah. That's a good idea.
Let's see this. I'm quick making something.
Let me see. Would you want to do this tomorrow? I'm free today, tomorrow. Well, I think now I'm free today because we did that.
Was put your idea in the podcast stuff.
Oh wait, we now have a
Yeah, I just made it.
Sick. I'm definitely gonna be putting stuff in there in a minute, but yeah, like I'd say that I'm excited about it because this is kind of, as you know, like kind of like what I've been wanting for a while.
Uh-huh.
Just because it's very chill and I just like it, and I think you bring comics into it gives it enough of a focus because we could talk about any comic we want to. We could technically even talk about Riverdale if we really wanted to. As long as there's a comic we could talk about.
I mean, I like the idea though of also making it not an entire, like, just um uh, um just like whatever we kind of feel like, you know.
Yeah.
Not
I
even
think there'll be
like.
some set episodes. I think we'll need to have like an endgame discussion at some point. And
I also think a
best
good
and worst of the MCU.
a good one too would be tomorrow talking about if what they say is true, talking about the Sonic trailer.
Sonic trailer. I totally
I
want to do that.
I think and if it does, I think what we should do is not like we should do a live reaction to it. As
Like
in
we
do
hop into
not watch it until we both jump into Discord, hit play at the same time and react to it.
I am, dude. If it drops tomorrow, I'd be cool with that.
I'm going to pee my pants.
What do you mean the you saw the FTCR one? They leaked the trailer already.
Oh wait, yeah, we should react to that sometime, dude. That would be kind of funny. Like, I could message Twitter, like message them on Twitter, and be like, "Hey, could we react to your Sonic trailer reveal?"
Yeah, definitely do that. And like, I think that'd be cool. As I think we could totally do some more podcasting because I think that we kind of have like after Kirby Superstar, we have a ton of commentary already figured out. You and I have we have so much stuff already. Like
Again, we have a bunch of stuff like all set up. So
I'm gonna write it down because Richard's seen it. I've seen it. We need to discuss this. Read this.
Oh wait, Air.
No, look at this.
Eric, you give me a second. I'm gonna quick. Thanks everybody for listening to our podcast. As next video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and maybe even join our Discord. Bye. Okay. And then I'm gonna kick Craig out. Why can't I spell leave? I always spell it leeb.
Wait, what's this that you sent me, Scott?